107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
The Color Purple with these beautiful ladies done in their way. Such an iconic story right here on Broadway. This musical is going to be incredible. So for you guys, how do you guys feel about your debut on Broadway?
Well, I'm extremely excited because Broadway is something I've always wanted to do. Even before I got Dreamgirls, I used to say I wanted to play Effie on Broadway, but God always give you a little bit more than what you asked for. And so I'm finally here. I made it to that, at least the Broadway rehearsals so far, and I get to do it with these lovely ladies, so I'm excited.
Danielle, how about you?
It truly is a dream come true. I studied at Juilliard and graduated in 2011. In about a little less than a year, I booked Orange is the New Black. And thank you. And it seemed like more so the bonus came before the job that I actually wanted. And so to be on Broadway, to connect with an audience again, to be doing theater in a Broadway house on 45th Street is incredible. A little Southern girl from South Carolina, you know. It's really exciting.
And how about you, Cynthia? How does this feel right now?
It's very surreal, actually, because for me, flying all the way from London to here is extreme and an absolute dream come true to be able to do something that I never thought I'd be able to do in front of an audience who I've never met before. And that just hearing when she asked if there was anyone from London and it was just silence to know that.
No, it was two people.
You know,
it was two. You got two sisters out there.
People.
There was two.
Hello. It's incredible to know that, I guess, with these two wonderful women, we're going to be able to bring a story to you all, and I get to be a part of it, which is wonderful.
So you have taken on 3 very important roles. I want to know, have you seen the movie?
Oh my God. Yes.
And how are you going to bring something new to that role?
For me, I definitely saw the movie. I think the first place that I saw the movie was actually in church.
Did you really?
Yes. I was working at a summer camp, and I was an intern, and after work, we would just watch movies, and I remember watching it and just being amazed. And then my first Broadway play that I ever got to see was The Color Purple. And that was 10 years ago, and I remember being a 15-year-old girl just sitting there bawling, crying, you know what I mean? And to now, I just got to have a sit down with Oprah, and now I'm getting to play and step into the part that she originated. It's a big thing to do.
She done stepped into it, too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got to see it the other day, and it gave me chills.
That means a lot coming from her.
It was amazing, like really.
Yeah, so it's been an incredible journey, and what I hope to add that's different is I think a lot of people forget the youthfulness that Sophia has, and to bring that, not losing the fire at all, because she's definitely a grenade, you know.
Absolutely.
But just bringing that bit to her as well.
And you bring the sexy.
Oh, thank you.
You bring
This
the
might be the
sexy
sexiest
to
Sophia.
You're right.
What about you, Cynthia?
Well, I guess as playing Celie is, it's just, we have to, so we're doing it over a span of time. So I play her from age 14 right through to age 45. And I guess because with us, this is stripping it right back. There's no frills, there's nothing. So you get to see the story in its rawest form. You get to see all the bad, all the good. And we'll put that on stage for you. And I guess what you get from me, I hope, is something that is completely stripped back. You get all of my emotions on the stage. I leave everything there when I get on stage for you. So I guess you get every little part of me, I guess. Yeah.
J. Hud.
Yes, ma'am. I get to play Suge Avery, and yeah, right? When it was brought to me about taking the role, that's the only thing that took me back. It wasn't so much of doing Color Purple. It was like, wait, I would assume maybe Celie, maybe Sophia. But when they said Suge, I was like, Effie and Suge? You know, really? But then I was like, you know what? I guess I got a bit of Suge in me. So I'm like excited to be able to find my way to finding my Suge Avery. And I think she's a sassy girl, so, and I got a lot of sass, so I'm gonna bring it to the table now.
Now, I heard that Oprah spent some time with you guys and will be producing the show, which is incredible.
Yeah.
What is some advice that she's given you? And obviously, she wants to put your guys' spin on this musical because, you know, some people were asking, what's the difference between The Color Purple, this musical, versus, you know, one that they might have seen before?
Well, we did a version of this version in London, first of all. So then I guess when the producers had come over and they'd seen what we had done on stage, which was very different to the version that we had here on Broadway about 10 years ago.
Right.
I guess they just saw everything just stripped back. They just saw the story, a lot of the story, and there was nowhere to hide it. So this, I guess, is our version that we get to show you. And I guess that's why she's put so much into it. And when we got to speak to her, I guess she encouraged us to surrender to what we have and to who we are and to what we can bring to the role as people ourselves. So these characters are things that we put on, but there are small parts of us, well, big parts of us really, that we can inject into those people so you can relate to them and you can understand who they are so that we become reflections of the people that get to see us perform.
Can you guys talk about how you relate to your characters? Like, what is it, the one thing that when obviously you're getting ready for this and you're like, you know what, I have this in common with Sophia or Celie or Suge? Is there something that stands out for each person's character?
You know what? I think every character that you play gives you a gift. And I think more so than I'm like Sophia in this way, I think Sophia has really given Danielle a gift of strength and to not be afraid of what God is about to have me step into. And so I think for that, I think the biggest gift is getting rid of fear and stepping boldly into Danielle. And the same way that Sophia says hell no is the same way I have to say hell no to my fears and to things that hold me back. So that's what I've been given.
Well, I guess, you know how Danielle is saying that each character gives you a gift. My character gets to sing the words, I'm beautiful and I'm here. And I get to say that every night. And there are times when, I don't know if this is the same for everybody else, but you don't really feel that. And to be able to reaffirm it every night is something quite special. It means that I can believe it for myself. So when those words come out of my mouth, I cheat. It's not Celie saying it. I think it's Cynthia saying it because I get a chance to feel that way in that moment. And I think that it's important for us to be able to feel that way about ourselves before anybody else does.
Like that.
Yeah.
How about for you, Jennifer, with your role?
I feel like in all the roles, like it's so many strong, powerful women figures in this show. From Sophia, Celie, even Nettie, Suge, and just that sisterhood. You know, I remember watching the rehearsal the other day and being in a rehearsal when Suge says to Celie, like, don't listen to him. You know what I mean? To have that sister support, like, you made him. To think that what, to me, resonates with a show like this is because it's real. Even way back then, they deal with the issues that we deal with today. You know, you'll find yourself telling your girlfriend, girl, don't listen to him. He ain't talking about nothing. He ain't did shit. You know, he did nothing for you. You know what I mean? And I found myself sitting there as Suge saying that to Celie, or to see Sophia come out like, excuse me, who are you talking to? Hell no, I'm not about to do that. You know, and she's telling Celie, like, you sit here and you take this. You don't have to take that. So I feel as though those are gifts that are given in the script for us and in the characters that we all can relate to, you know, because it's silly in all of us. Like she said, it's times we all don't feel beautiful. I don't care how much money you got, where you come from, what you do. You know what I mean? Yeah. We all have those moments, and that's a reminder of that. You know, and it goes on and on and on, you know.
You know, I want to piggyback off of that because just as well as they were strong women, there were a lot of distorted self-images.
Yeah.
And we all live with those, self-images that are distorted. What do you hope, because we are talking to a lot of young sisters in the audience.
Right.
What can you say that you're hoping to deliver in this adaptation of The Color Purple that will change those distorted images?
I think what I hope to give, that I think we hope to give, is a bit of healing for us as women, for us as men, for us as a community of black people, everything that's going on in the world right now with our community. I think it's very important that we focus on the healing because a lot of this play is about abuse. And which we've all been through. Our grandmamas have been through, our great-grandmamas, grandfathers, so that's what I would hope for.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know of many shows, plays, productions that have 3 black women as the leads. So, quite frankly...
Yeah, go ahead, clap for that.
For those...
Sorry.
For all the young girls out there that think that they want to do this, they want to get on stage, they want to perform, they want to get on TV, they want to sing, whatever, to come into a theater and see that, I hope that gives you hope that you can also do exactly the same thing and to not let anyone stop you, to not let anything get in the way, because it's very possible, completely possible. If you work hard for it and you want it, it will be yours. That's it. That's what I think it will bring.
I don't know if it's nothing to add to that. But I think it's all in like Celi's story because we all have that within us. And for me, it's just like, it's a testimony in a way, like watching her story and seeing like if this person can sit here and go through all of that and still make it out the end, and in the end, so can we. You know what I mean? So in that it's a message, and you find that through each and every character because they're all on their own journeys. They all have their ups, they have their downs, more so silly than anyone. But, it's a struggle, and you sit and watch them make it through it. So it's inspiring to let you know you can make it through it too,
Thank you so much, and make sure you guys go and support our sisters. The musical, The Color Purple, debut December 10th. Make sure we let it be known that we have their backs.
Right.
And it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
And the previews start November 10th. But the opening night is scheduled for December 10th.
December 10th.
So you can see
Yes.
it November
From November
10th.
10th,
You can
yeah.
start to see it. So.
All right, please, one more time,
November
give it up for Cynthia Erivo,
Yes.
Danielle Brooks,
And Jennifer Hudson.